We welcome you on this rainy night to the Jack Manley Wellness and Athletic Center here on the CCBC Catonsville, Catonsville campus of the Community College of Baltimore County. As we're getting set for Game 2 of our doubleheader against Middlesex College, it's time for the men as CCBC Catonsville, the Cardinals, take on the Colts of Middlesex College. Hello, folks. This is Isaac Donsky, ready to bring you all of the action tonight. We're coming off a major victory for the women's team as they took a 68-45 win in dominating fashion for their second straight victory. And now the Cardinals are looking for their second straight win as well. Catonsville comes into today's contest 1-3 on the season. Over the weekend, well, last weekend, I guess, they went to their sister school, CCBC Dundalk, for the Dundalk Mixer Tournament. They lost their first match against Pitt Community College, but in Game 2 against the Community College of Philadelphia, they got a win. 86-75 was the final score there. The Cardinals have a new hero. It's sophomore Keith Bullock. He missed the first 2 games of the season, but in his first 2 starts over the last weekend, he exploded. He's averaging 12 points per game, 6.5 assists, 5 rebounds, and 3.5 steals per game. And he will be starting tonight. Meanwhile, the Colts are coming off a loss in their first game of the season. They dropped 54-47 to Delaware Tech. This is a mostly young team of freshmen, so they're still getting their sea legs. And then this will be a pretty strong test going up against a Catonsville team with lots of veteran players who are coming off a win and have all the momentum in the world. Plus, Catonsville's got a feisty group of young freshmen who have proven themselves in these first 2 games to be more than meets the eye. Let's take a look at the starters, and we begin with the visitors from Middlesex. Their starters are as follows. Starting at guard will be sophomore number 4, Jared Vertil. Starting at guard, sophomore number 5, Emmanuel Davila. Starting at guard, freshman number 11, Savion Presley. Starting at guard, sophomore number 13, David Silva. And starting at forward, freshman number 32, George Raw. Now here are the starters for the CCBC Catonsville Cardinals. Starting at guard, a sophomore from Washington, D.C., graduate of Cardozo High School, number 1, Keith Bullock, Jr. Starting at forward, a sophomore from Randallstown, Maryland, graduate of Randallstown High School, number 15, Austin Smith. Starting at forward, a sophomore from Owings Mills, Maryland, graduate of Newton High School, number 23, Maurice Smith. Starting at guard, a sophomore from Baltimore, Maryland, graduate of the Baltimore City College High School, number 25, Jalen Yates. And starting at forward, a freshman from Washington, D.C., graduate of the Friendship Collegiate School, number 30, Caleb Gray. We'll be back in about 6 minutes for the start of today's game. About ready to get started here. Catonsville, white jerseys, red numbers, black trim. Middlesex, navy blue, white numbers, green trim. Cardinals looking to get their second straight win of the season after dropping their first three. Middlesex trying to get their first win of the season, period. They're 0-1 on the year. It'll be a mostly sophomore lineup for the Cardinals, and it's good to see Keith Bullock Jr. back in action after missing the first two home games of the season. It'll be Austin Smith and George Raw at center court to tip off as we're about to get underway. Second game of our doubleheader. We'll see Catonsville win the toss. Oh, maybe. Yes, they do. Maurice Smith. Smith finds Gray. Gray out to Jalen Yates. Yates for three. He was fouled. And it will be an early trip to the line for Jalen Yates. The foul was on number 11, Savion Presley. So Jalen Yates will shoot three at the line. Yates will make the first. 1-0 the score. Catonsville will take the lead to begin. Two for two. Three for three. Perfect outing at the line for Jalen Yates. Cardinals take a 3-point lead early. Here we go. First time with the first possession for Middlesex. Silva manages to get it to Vertil. Vertil finds number 5. That's Emmanuel Davila. To Silva. Silva over to Vertil. Vertil dumps it out. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Got to put up a three. No luck. Davila missed it, but there's a scramble for the ball. And a foul. Jared Vertel is going to be fouled there, so possession will go to the Cardinals. As Austin Smith was struggling to get the ball. Bullock will inbounds. He finds Reese. We're back underway. Again, like I say at the beginning of all these broadcasts, the Cardinals have 3 players named Smith, so we're differentiating with them. Maurice Smith is Reese, Kurt Smith Jr. is Junior, Austin Smith, he'll be the Smith. Here's Jalen Yates. He finds Reese. Reese to Bullock. Catonsville playing the perimeter here. Bullock trying to get a pick from Gray. Instead, he dishes it out to Gray for three. Oh! Nice shot by Gray. They're going to rule that was a 2-pointer instead. He had a foot over the line. Cardinals, full court press for the Cardinals. Reese, nice block it out of bounds, but possession will stick with Middlesex. Got a frantic start to this game. Cardinals lead at 5-0. Inbounds pass goes to Davila. Davila hands it off to Presley. Presley finds Vertil. Vertil back to Davila. Davila for three. Nails it. 5 cuts the lead to 2. So both teams aggressively going after each other here in the opening minutes of this first half. Bullock barking out orders, trying to call out a play. It is loud in here. Not being helped by the fact that Middlesex bench is in this game. Bullock pulls up. Can't connect. Austin Smith tries to get the rebound. And they're going to rule that George Raw knocked it out of bounds, so possession will stick with Catonsville. Bullock inbounds pass goes to Reese. Reese for three, contested. Oh, can't connect. Ball is tipped up. Maybe. No steal there. Davila takes it. Davila to Vertil. Vertil cutting through traffic. He puts up a shot, won't go. Gray with the rebound. Woohoo! He tosses Raw to the ground. Possession's going to stay with Middlesex on the jump ball. As Caleb Gray got physical there, trying to peel the ball away from George Raw. Deep inbounds pass goes to Silva. Now Silva to Vertil. Vertil for three. Can't connect. Bullock with the rebound. Now Bullock surveying his territory. Finds Reese. Reese trying to get Yates to move up for a pick. No, he wants Yates to pass it to him. Yates goes to Gray. Gray trying to cut inside. Woo, what a spin. Oh, Caleb Gray. A beautiful spin move by Gray. He's up to 4 points. Here's Silva, pulls up for the jumper. He connects, and it's 7-5. So Middlesex keeping it close in these opening 3 minutes of game number 2 of our doubleheader. And if you're just joining us, the women's team wrapped up a dominant victory over Middlesex, 68-45. Cardinals trying to do the same. Reese tosses it out of bounds by mistake. Possession will go to Middlesex. Davila hands it off to Presley. Presley gets a pick from Vertil. He finds Silva. Silva trying to cut inside. Oh, he stepped out of bounds. So that means possession's going to go over to the Cardinals. Its score remains 7-5, 16 and a half minutes to go. Our first substitution of the game is into the game for Middlesex comes number 3, Nigel Merville, the freshman guard, as he replaces Silva. See what Merville can do here for Middlesex. Reese waiting for a moment. Now he explodes. Deep pass to Bullock. Bullock feints the three, instead dicey through traffic. What a move. Oh, it knocks off the side of the backboard. No basket. Cardinals showing some fancy footwork here in the opening minutes of this first half. A lot of their plays have seen some beautiful moves as Vertil throws another mean pick. Here's Davila, can't connect. Rebound taken by Smith. He dishes it out to Reese. Reese deep pass to Caleb Gray, the freshman. Oh, he can't connect, but Yates gets the rebound. Yates finds Reese. Reese, nice no-look pass to Gray. Gray was backwards in midair as he scores, but with a flourish, it's 9-5. Caleb Gray, leading scorer for the Cardinals in their first game of the Dundalk Mixer. He's the only freshman who has started this season so far, outside for a one start for Kurt Smith Jr. Ooh. Davila fouled on his way to the basket. No, they're going to say it was on Davila. So Davila was fouled. Jonathan Chester checking into the game for the Cardinals, as does number 3, Iru Pettis. Here's Bullock. Finds Pettis. Pettis, one of those nifty freshmen. Oh, got to be careful. Bullock can't handle it. It's scooped up by Davila, and Bullock knocks it out of his hands and out of bounds. Davila will inbounds it. He finds Silva. Silva's checked back into the game. Silva goes to number 23. 23 to Merville. Merville buries a three, and it's a one-point game. Number 23, who's checked into the game, that's Jalam Jackson. There we go, our stats have updated. It is loud in here, folks. Reese to Pettis. Pettis to Chester. Chester back to Reese. Reese trying to get around Silva. Reese to the basket. Can't connect. Chester with the rebound, and he tips it in. Great play by Jonathan Chester. It's 11-8. Davila. On the fall. Silva can't connect. Rebound Gray. Gray finds Bullock. Bullock back to Gray. Gray over to Pettis. Pettis finds Reese. Reese now charging in. He puts up the jumper and nails it. Maurice Smith starting to come alive. Here's Jackson. Jackson finds Davila. Now Davila tipped off the top of the backboard and into the arms of Bullock. Bullock weaving through traffic. Gives it to Gray, and with the finish, and Catonsville extends their lead 15-8. Cardinals up 7. This is a very different Catonsville team than the one that we saw in the first 2 games of the season. You may have watched them with us. The Cardinals got blown out in their first 2 games. It was ugly, including at one point they were down 24-2 against Lackawanna. But this Catonsville team looking much more prepared as Jackson passes it in to Catonsville head coach Great White, as a rash of substitutions are coming in for the Cardinals and a timeout is called. Check that, no timeout called actually. It was a technical foul on Catonsville. Okay. Foul's going to be called on Jonathan Chester. So Davila will shoot 2. And he misses the first. On the floor for Catonsville, it'll be Chester, Pettis, Bullock. Number 24, Chisater Opara. And Bullock. Excuse me, and Kurt Smith Jr. I already said Bullock. It'll be Vertil, Silva, Davila, Merville, and Aaron Austin on the floor. For Middlesex. As the technical foul has actually been, it looks like it's been downgraded to just a personal foul. Coach Great White barking out orders there. 15-8 is the score, as Catonsville holding on to a 7-point lead. So just to recap here, as here's Opara. Hold that thought for a second. Opara spinning around. Oh, he's fouled. So just to recap what happened at the last one, they initially said it was a technical foul against Jonathan Chester, but instead they downgraded it to a personal foul, which is why Davila went from shooting free throws to suddenly Catonsville getting possession. Jaleel Miller into the game for the Cardinals, number 5. Back underway. Merville finds Davila. Davila out to Austin. Austin back to Davila. Davila trying to break through. He finds Vertil. Vertil can't connect. Opara with the rebound. He goes to Bullock. Bullock charging in, trying to get around the defense. He can't seem to. Waiting. He finds Pettis instead with the no-look pass. Back to Bullock. Bullock circling around the perimeter, looking for an opening. He backs up all the way to midcourt. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. He goes to Junior. Junior to Opara. Risky pass. There's a fight for the ball. Jump ball. And possession will go to Catonsville, it looks. Yes, it will. Possession will go to Catonsville. George Raw back into the game. Maurice Smith back into the game for both teams. Bullock will inbounds for the Cardinals with 12 minutes to go in this first half. Oh, at the buzzer, Maurice Smith with the three. Smith drains it. It's a 10-point lead, 18-8. As now a 3-second violation called against Middlesex. They're down by 10 points. As checking into the game now for Catonsville, number 2, Carlos Green. Number 11, Savion Presley back into the game for Middlesex. So the Colts trail by 10. Catonsville looking like a much different team than they were at the start of the year. And that's good. That's awesome. We'd love to see it. Another discussion going on here by the refs. This is the one part of basketball that always frustrates me. Slowing the game down like this. It feels like a lot of these decisions could be easily made. Regardless, we're back underway. Just under 12 minutes to go. Junior with the ball, trying to get a pick, but now he motions for his his players to back up. He finds Carlos Green. Green trying to get it to Miller, and it's stolen away by Silva. Silva cutting through traffic, finds Presley. Ooh, Presley couldn't handle it for a second. Defended by Junior. Trying to find an opening. Finds Davila. Davila looks to the sideline to get a word from his coach. He finds Silva. Silva having trouble holding on to it. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Davila shoots. Can't get it. Rebound taken by Reese. And Reese dishes it out for Carlos Green. Bad pass by Maurice Smith. Carlos Green, the freshman, had an amazing debut in the first game. He's been quiet the last couple of weeks, but he's got that explosive energy that the Cardinals love to see. Here's Presley. Cuts back for two, can't get it. Rebound taken by Davila. He goes tumbling to the ground, and I think they're going to say he got tripped by Kurt Smith Jr. They will. It'll be a foul against Kurt. As now Austin Smith and Jalen Yates are back in as Catonsville calls on sophomore help. Opara and Miller exit the game. As Smith, the only other freshman to start this year for the Cardinals other than Caleb Gray. Gray, by the way, still leading with 6 points on the night for the Cardinals. Here comes Davila. He'll score. It's 18-10, an 8-point lead for the Cardinals. Reese try to get around Silva. He connects with Green. Green finds Smith. Back to Reese. Reese, trying to find Smith. It's stolen away by Vertil. And Vertil finds Presley. Presley collides. I think they're going to say that was a jump ball. No. Foul against Jalen Yates. That'll send Presley to the line. No, Carlos Green was the one fouled, excuse me. So that'll send Presley to the line to shoot two. The crowd and the bench not a fan of that foul. I think they wanted Presley to be called for the foul for charging. Presley can't connect on the first. As Junior heads to the bench and Bullock re-enters the game. Second shot here for Presley. It remains 18-10 as he misses the first. And Presley will connect on the second. 18-11, deficit cut into South 7 points. Here's Reese. Made the turnover last time. He finds Bullock. Bullock to Green. Green flip. Trying to, God. Wasn't able to complete the move, but it was a nice one. Now Middlesex back on the attack. And it's stolen away by Green. Making amends for that mistake. He flips it to Bullock. Bullock! All the way! Count it. 20-11 the score now, as Keith Bullock Jr. finishes off that nice pass from Carlos Green with a flourish. Davila, swiped up by Bullock. He finds Presley for three, and he'll bang that one in. They're gonna count that for two, actually, so it's still a 7-point deficit for the Colts. And now, Carlos Green stepped out of bounds on his way to the basket. Check that, it's a player control foul. He exits the game. Caleb Gray enters. Back underway we go. 9 minutes to go in the first half. Cardinals lead 20-13. It's been an exciting one. Lots of good moves, lots of frantic paced basketball. The kind of basketball you love to watch. Middlesex made a ton of substitutions early, but they've kind of slowed down and gone back to their original starters. It seems to be working for them. 6 seconds on the shot clock. 5 seconds left. Catonsville holding them in check. Presley puts up a shot, and he'll beat the shot clock by 2 seconds. It's a 5-point lead now for the Cardinals. Middlesex chipping away at it. Inbounds pass to Bullock, and a foul is called. Davila got a little too grabby. Injury in the game now for the Cardinals, it looks like, will be number 11, Kaye Pullen. And meanwhile for Middlesex, Nigel Merville will enter the game to replace Davila as he heads to the bench for the first time today. Merville with 3 points so far. Inbounds pass goes to Reese. We're back underway. 8 minutes, 43 seconds to go. Cardinals cling to a 5-point lead in what has been an exciting first half of basketball. Reese trying to find an opening, trying to go with the distance himself, and he is going to be fouled by Silva on his way to the basket. He'll go to the line to shoot two. Two shots for Reese. This is the longest Catonsville has held a lead all season at home. Reese will knock down the first, pushes it back to a 6-point lead, 21-15. No look on the second. Rebound taken by Merville. Merville, deep pass to Presley. Wide open for two. Got it. He makes it 21-17. Yates, boxed in, having trouble finding an opening. He finds Reese instead. And it doesn't help that the Middlesex bench was all up in his face as well. Gray, 10 seconds on the shot clock. He finds Bullock. Bullock fighting, back to Gray. Gray for three. Oh, can't connect. Silva with the rebound. Cardinals may be holding the lead, but there have been plenty of mistakes too. These are definitely going to be talked about at halftime by head coach Gray White. Adjustments do need to be made. Merville. 15-second shot clock. Merville trying to go the distance. He's going to be fouled by Pullen. So Pullen with the foul. Merville to the line to shoot two. And he'll miss the first. Ira Pettis re-entering the game to replace Jalen Yates. And they'll miss both. Taye Pullen gets the rebound. He dishes it out to Bullock. Got to give a shout out to the crowd. They have been really in. Oh, Bullock! Oh, Bullock! I'll finish my thought later. I need to pause and give some respect to Keith Bullock for that excellent move. Now Merville back on the attack. Bullock. Defense, he's playing hard defense here. Merville does get it away to Silva. Silva trying to find an opening. Silva under the basket finds Presley. Presley for three, well off target. Bullock tips the rebound, but it's taken by Silva. Reese, Pullen finally manages to control it. Frantic series of events there by the Cardinals. Here's Bullock charging the line. No shot. Foul is going to be called against Middlesex. Silva, it's his second. Pullen exits the game as Maurice Smith re-enters for the Cardinals. Excuse me, Jonathan Chester enters. A bounce pass goes to Reese. Reese finds